So there's a hurricane at the coast 2 hours from here, and it's perfect. This is the brake job trailer. I don't know that it needs brakes, but it needs cams. So the shoes have to come off, hub has to come off. A friend of mine said he knows how to do it without taking a hub off, but I've never seen it done like that. I'm gonna time lapse you guys, and I'll probably just do this front wheel here, and then I'll take care of all the other three, like by myself. But I'll show you how the process, unless something happens on one of the other ones that's no good. I'm gonna time lapse this for you. Sometimes they have these little, their little set screw. You just take an Allen wrench and get it off there like that. And just keep it. It's to keep this outer nut from spinning. These three nuts lock into each other, and this is the final key to make it not back off on its own. Well, that's tight. I got another set of these that fits on the impact. But I just like this old school deal. Oh boy, that's... So it's gonna be a struggle today, huh? Sorry about all that. But it's stuck. Put it on the point of each one. And hit each one. Try not to hit the threads. Try it again. It's also hard to try not to kick this tripod. If that wouldn't have worked, take an air hammer and a chisel. Then you probably want to change the nut if you cut it up. But I hit each corner a little bit different so it doesn't cut it bad. These are normally like that because you're supposed to torque them down and then back them off a little bit, but I know how to put them on there without torquing them, and you spin the wheel. I'll show you. It's been working for 30 years. This stuff stinks too. See, this got a thing on there, and it ties into this one, and this also has a tooth on it that slides on the axle here, keeping it from turning. So they lock into each other. You don't even need that little thing I showed you at the beginning. All right. It's heavy. Okay. This one here. This one here. Okay, what I'm going after is this. It's called an S cam, shaped like an S, and it runs all the way down through here. It has to come out this way. That, you know, it won't go through there. There's bolts here. I'll time lapse you and I'll get under here and knock the seal off, and I'll work these bolts. Use a socket and a ratchet. Same with the hub cap, because you'll snap the heads off with any kind of impact. Almost guaranteed. And then you're welding to studs and trying to easy out and all kinds of junk. All right, I'm back with some parts. See, this one's that way. These are also left and right, so you got to make sure the S-cam's the same way, you know, so that way you don't put the wrong one on the wrong side. I'm gonna show you how to bush these. Just new. Instead of going on there to be on there. I'll show you how to do this. It's got 2 bushings. It's just grease. You don't want to damage them, but it's not going to hurt. It's not going to be the end of the world if you do, but just try not to. This will go on here, of course, like that one. I normally go like this, just because. Okay, let me show you. Just don't want to knock off your Zerk fitting, so be careful. You can also put the cam in here and hit the cam and use the cam to drive it in. Then you don't have to worry about it messing up inside or anything. But I want to be in a hurry, so. Put your Zerk fitting in like a hole or something so you don't break it. It goes on this way, like that. And you bolt this in. Now, let me show you. That's the other left one I just showed you how to do. Then you put it in here like this. Hopefully I can show it to you. Now you can use whatever you want to tighten them down, but make sure they're tight before you, because you have to draw them in so it goes in flush. Like this one needs some attention here. All right. After this, I'm gonna time lapse this wheel back on here. You guys saw that before. But first I'm gonna work these brakes. I'm gonna get these brake shoes on and work them up and down so you guys can see how these cams do and the S and everything, how all that works. Plus it'll move this grease around. Let me put these shoes on it. We'll give you a better display of what the cam can do. You guys have seen this part too. It's got some new stuff for these shoes. Gotta get this shoe to fall. There it goes. Almost. There it went. Okay. Alright, like yesterday, hang this spring in here. Take this one. Make sure that's pointed up. Hook it like that. And then pry it around under here. Like that. There you go. Put the 2 back springs in. Clamp them with a vice grip and stretch them into the hole. One. Sorry about all my gasping. I'm fat and old. Well, that one didn't look good. Try again. Make sure they're seated. I'm gonna go up front and work the brakes off and on, and you should see these open and close as these rotate. Oh, and I forgot to show you. It's too late now, I got the shoes on, but these are solid as a rock. Let me go show you how they open and close. Ouch. Did you guys see it? See them open and close? See this pull out and in, rotate, open and close. I'm gonna get you out of here. I'm gonna re-grease it one more time. I'm gonna get you out of here. Time lapse. I guess knocking the seal on here and putting the wheels back on. All new. I'm gonna go home now and die a little bit because I'm dead tired. So that was it for this midweek quickie. So I don't know if you guys ever saw this angle before, but this is what I'm doing here.